Hello, Internet. This is the Google Pixel 2 XL, Google's second attempt at a premium smartphone and a true competitor to the iPhone and Samsung Galaxy. This year's phone follows the "if some is good, more is better" mantra, as it looks almost exactly the same as last year's from the back. But around the front, the played-out surfboard look with the big forehead and chin is gone, which takes us to the display. The Pixel has a 6-inch POLED display boasting a 1440 by 2880 resolution and an 18 by 9 aspect ratio. That ratio means some apps won't take full advantage of the display. For example, when an app is unsupported, you'll get black bars on the sides, effectively shrinking down the screen to the more standardized 16 by 9 ratio. Other apps work around the odd ratio by allowing you to zoom to fill the screen. Colors right out of the box seem muted and take some getting used to. Google says they focused on the colors being real to life, and that's why they appear that way. There is a vivid color settings in the options, which adds a bit of saturation and a pop to the colors, but still doesn't equate to what most people are used to. The display fills out most of the body, leaving small bezels on the sides and slightly larger ones at the top and bottom to make room for those front-facing speakers. Objectively, it is a nice screen. It isn't Samsung levels of quality, but people I've shown the phone to think it's beautiful. Living wallpapers are awesome, and the always-on display is a useful feature for checking notifications at a glance, but the display is not perfect. You've likely heard the large complaints of the screen's blue tint. When you tilt the phone, it is largely evident. Many OLED phones will have this, but the Pixel features it more prominently. You do have to be looking for it to see it in day-to-day use, but it is always there. Others have said their displays are suffering from burn-in, but in my 2 weeks of usage, I have yet to experience any. Google is aware of these problems and have made strides to fix them. First, they're giving all Pixel 2 devices a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. On top of that, they're rolling out updates to give users a new color setting for even more saturated and drastic colors. That update is set to hit phones this month. Once you get past the display, the Pixel opens up to be one of the best all-around phones on the market. The Snapdragon 835 CPU is snappy, and the 4 gigs of RAM make the phone a master at multitasking. The fingerprint reader on the back allows for quick opening when pulling the phone out of your pocket and works 100% of the time. The huge 3,520 mAh battery lasts all day and consistently got me at least 5.5 hours of screen on time with heavy use. On days of light usage, I could go literally 24 hours in between charges. Also, the dual front-facing stereo speakers are one of my favorite features. They provide a more deep, balanced sound with focus on the lows and bass that other phones just don't do. And they're more focused on sounding good than just being loud. If you take in a lot of media on your phone, these will benefit you greatly. The software experience is a pleasure as well. Google phones ship with stock Android, the purest form of the Android operating system, free of manufacturer's bloatware and skins, which keep it fast. It isn't the most feature-rich experience. If you want that, look at Samsung's. But it is the smoothest. The Pixel also has 2 new features, which are first for the Google-branded phones. The first is Active Edge. Borrowed from HTC, this feature allows you to squeeze the sides of your phone to activate the Google Assistant. At the moment, you can't map it to a different feature without a third-party app. It seems a bit gimmicky at first, but Google succeeds in getting you to use it more. One example I found where it works faster is getting to the App Store to download a new app. The second feature is called Now Playing. Now Playing allows the phone to listen out for music playing nearby, and when it recognizes it, puts the song and artist onto your display. And the feature also works offline. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but when it works, it's pretty neat.
Hi, my name is...
Lastly, the best feature of the Pixel is undoubtedly the camera. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not an avid picture taker, but the sheer quality of the photos the camera and software produce make it hard not to want to take more. With a 12 megapixel sensor on the back and an 8 megapixel sensor on the front, the Pixel takes some of the best photos out there. The camera does lack a manual mode, but HDR is already turned on by default. Portrait photos are the best you can get in a smartphone, and Google uses a combination of EIS and OIS to keep videos looking smooth. So in summary, the display isn't the best, but the rest of the phone comes together to make a great package. I would have absolutely no problem recommending this phone to anyone who's interested, and honestly, I look forward to what Google can do in the future. Now, if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, a comment, or even subscribe if you like, and join me for my next video where we'll break down the Google Home Mini. If you were like me, an early adopter of the Pixel, you got one for free. Stay tuned.